Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for day one of the Pro Division here in the JPL. Actually, night two of the JPL 2026 season, but the first night for the Pro Division here in the JPL, here in the Jersey Pro League. Welcome back to the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in the Garden State, here in Newark, New Jersey, as we get ready to go here for the first pro game of the 2026 Jersey Pro League season. XHP products taking on the 43 Oak Foundation here in this one to kick things off for the Pro Division. XHP, last year's 2025 champions, as we get a great look here at some of the guys on XHP products. And we'll get a ceremonial face-off here coming up in just a few. And just like in yesterday's game, ceremonial puck drop dedicated to Ian Hutchison. If you missed yesterday's game, Ian Hutchison, a goaltender for the University of Maryland ACHA program, ended up passing away a couple days ago. And yesterday we had a 30-second moment of silence in his honor, and this ceremonial puck drop is dedicated to him, the Maryland team, his friends, and of course his family. And once again, everyone here at BSB and the Jersey Pro League sends our condolences to everyone who knew Ian as we get ready for this ceremonial puck drop here. So we'll send it on down for the puck drop, getting the photos going on right now between some of the captains, and we'll send it on down now for the puck drop. And we are back here after the ceremonial puck drop as the team's getting ready to go here for the opening draw here of the 2026 Pro Division action. We'll get into the teams in just a little bit as we get underway for this game. Getting ready to go here for this one. Team's ready to go. Once again, thank you for joining us here for the Pro Division as we get set here for the opening draw. Once again, back here for another round of JPL action as the team's ready to go for this opening face-off. And we are off and running here for the Pro Division here for 2026. Puck played back here for XHP after that draw. It's taken here by the 5 of Mulgrave, who will send it to the other side. Puck sent up, able to find that pass forward, looking to split the defense quickly, couldn't do so. That was the 8 of Alex Whalen. One of the best players here in the JPL last season, was spectacular last year for XHP, always has been. As this one back down to Mulgrave, he'll play it around. Into the corner, Silverstein there, can't hold on to that one. As it's played back up the other way. Whalen tried to get to that, knocked aside, bounces down for B43 of Sean Grevy. As it's sent forward to Grevy again, into the zone, the captain looks across, try to play a pass into the circle, can't hold on to that one. Still here on the backhand trying to find an option. Back to the point for Silverstein. Sky fires that one hops wide of the cage. Back on it is XHP, but not out of the zone. Kept in at the circle with a good keep there. As that one hops up way up into the air. Grevy takes a tumble as it's picked back up here by XHP products. Pass over to Esposito. Was the MVP in the playoffs last year for XHP. Was spectacular in the postseason as Solove goes chasing after that one. Sordillo, pass forward, finds Esposito. Esposito trying to hold on, looks for Sordillo, couldn't get that pass through as it's knocked aside. Bounces back down low for Patrick Walsh. Puck into the circle again, sprung back out here for 43 Oak. Drop pass laid off. Trying to dance into the low circle. Knocked away there by Werber. His first action here this evening as it's collected here by the 10 of Anthony Galante. Galante goes to Stonehill College in the NCAA Division I as down low, pulling up is Hudson Gorski. Played in the NAHL this past year and is committed to Cornell. So he'll be heading up to the Ivies in the fall. As this is picked back up here by 43 Oak. It's Solove with it. He'll drive in and lay off. Quickly taken away, though, by XHP as they'll find a pass across to Will Osoro. Osoro fires. That shot stopped by the one of Jason Kai. And he'll hold on, and we'll get a whistle. And looking at the goaltending matchup here in this one, Jason Kai versus John Werber. Two very long tenured JPL players. Shots currently 1-1 here with 12:27 left to go in period number one. And with Jason Kai, also played in the NAHL this past year. Here comes Zacco flying in. It's stopped by Werber with the glove, and he'll hold on. Just as I was mentioning Jason Kai about how he played in the NAHL last year and is committed to Hamilton College. John Werber on the other side of things makes a beautiful glove save. Played for the Indiana Sentinels of the FPHL. As this is sent forward here for XHP. Back out the other way, it finds its way back there to Romeo Terrain as this hops into the corner. Silverstein there, can't hold on to that. Silverstein right back on it, looking to the point. Zacco trying to dance his way through, looking for a couple of good moves. It hops onto Werber. Grevy was there, but couldn't jam it home. Puck into the boards again. Mulgrave with it here on the backhand. Puck down into the wall. Sprung up here for XHP. It's Whalen into the zone. Whalen across, finds a man. That shot goes well wide. That one was a heater off the back wall as Grevy finds Zacco. Trying to apply the pressure the other direction, gets pickpocketed. Kept in there for a moment as it's skated back out. Quick pass across for Whalen. Looking one-timer, in close, goes right off the post. That shot from Christopher Pinko rings right off the iron. Another pinger off the glass, or off the post, I should say. As this one goes all the way back down here to Werber. So two off the post there on the blocker side of Kai as he goes and gives that one a little rub. Gives it a thank you. Might owe that post a steak dinner. As this is taken back out the other way. Beautiful move down Broadway. Here comes Oak trying to fly down. That one's broken up there by Werber on that chance. That was Jordan Kaplan driving in as we'll get a whistle. And it looks like we might have a penalty shot coming. And a penalty shot coming here for 43 Oak. It's going to be the 19 of Jordan Kaplan who's going to take it. So Kaplan will take this, looking to score the first goal of the JPL Pro Division season for 2026, but Werber gets a piece of it with the glove, and it goes wide. Puck off that draw, kept in here by 43 Oak, looking to fire on Werber again. Another save on that one from Solove. As this pass in front, another save with the pads there by Werber. Big rip there. Off that shot from Klochkov. As trying to dance through his XHP, couldn't get that one on target. Shots 8-3 right now in favor of 43 Oak as Solove across looking there, can't connect to Kaplan. Kaplan again looking for Solove. Can't find that one. Now it's Anthony Galante trying to work through. Couldn't find Esposito. That one bounces to the low circle as it's played up for Solove again. Here comes Solove, drop pass there. Pass laid off, looking for Solove on the back door. Knocked away there by Hudson Gorski on the back check. Now Esposito with some speed into the zone, but that's going to be called offside there on XHP. Sam Esposito, like I mentioned, last year's MVP, a playoff MVP for X Hockey Products. Played in the BCHL this past year. Spectacular skater, as we've come to know, as a beautiful move walks by on that chance, just can't hammer that home. Was Desidrio with that move. The 12 of Matt Desidrio. As now here comes Will Lasoro. Lasoro, a backhander in front, looking for Picanic. That one doesn't connect. Pass out the other way for Zacco. Here comes 43 Oak again. Still no goals yet, as Desidrio tried to fire that one lower, couldn't connect. Bouncing puck back up to the point, kept in there by Silverstein. Finds Grevy down low, looking for an option. Driving around the cage, has to drop that one back. Puck into the corner. Oak able to hold on, looking to go to the point, but it's taken by Lasoro the other way. Lasoro will dump that one in. He'll go off for the change. Terrain able to hold on to this one as Grevy plays this one forward to Zacco. That pass knocked away. Played up the wall. Pass snapped forward and knocked aside. As this will go into the boards again. Bouncing puck for Whalen. He can't hold on as Grevy will come away with it. He'll find this across to Silverstein. Silverstein into the zone. His shot knocked aside. Puck played out looking for Werber. He's going to force Kai to have to come out and play that as it's played up over to the wall. Solove with it again. He'll try and drive in. Can't do so as Mulgrave will pick this one up and play forward. Up to Whalen on the stretch pass. Whalen flying in. He fires, goes right off the chest there of Kai. Bounces up high into the air. Shots 8-4 now. Still no goals yet in the opening frame here of the Pro Division season here in the JPL. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. Here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube, as that shot goes well wide of the cage. Puck back out the other way. Here comes Pinko into the zone. He'll have it again, but that's going to be called offside. Here with 7:07 left to go in the first. Pass across here off that face-off for 43 Oak. They'll find this one forward and into the zone. Klochkov will play that on the backhand over. Kaplan able to get this one back into the wall. Now it's Sordillo. They'll play this one up. 2-on-1 forming here. Quickly into the zone. Here comes XHP. A good poke check, though. There from the 26 of Romeo Terrain. As it's lofted down the ice. Werber's going to have to come out and play this. He'll send it around the boards. Pass up to Sordillo. He'll get back onto this in his own zone. He'll have to lay this one off to Galante. Anthony Galante, like I said, goes to Stonehill. He'll drive into the zone and lay off for Esposito. Esposito shot on the Kai, knocked away there with the paddle. As this one hops across, looking back up to the point. Skated out here for Zacco, trying to find Grevy on a chance. Zacco tries to play to Grevy, but it's broken up on the back check. Beautiful job to get back there by Gorski. As Esposito will try and get to that. Desidrio there, can't do so. Zacco gets that poke checked. Back the other way. Here comes XHP again. That one's knocked aside as it's played back across here for Zacco. Zacco, his pass knocked away. Thomas Zacco goes to Merrimack. Hails from Staten Island. As this one bounces across here for Galante. Played up off the wall. Zacco will get it back once again, looking for the backdoor feed for Grevy. Deflection went wide. As this pass just finds its way to Gorski. Springs it forward for Pikanich. Pikanich into the zone. Lost the handle of it as Zacco will get that one back away from him. Pikanich with it again. Back up to the point. Pass back to him, trying to shovel one on. That one stopped by Kai. Through the legs, chance stopped again by Kai. Two good saves there from Jason Kai as Zacco will come away with it the other direction. Tried to split the D, can't do so with that move as it's peeled aside by XHP. Quickly back in the other way, looking to Whalen on the one-timer. He scores. And XHP picking up right where they left off. Alex Whalen on the one-time blast. And X-Hockey Products score the first goal of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division 2026 season. And we'll get another look at it here off this one-timer here for Whalen. This was a huge one-time blast. Kai almost got there with the paddle, but not in time as XHP take a 1-0 lead here in the first, here with 4:30 left to go in period one as they look for another one-timer from Whalen. That doesn't go. Goal actually still has not been put on the board here, but we know it's 1-0 off that shot there from Whalen as this pass knocked into the corner. Shots 9-8. Now in favor of XHP as they've started to turn the tide here. Whalen the other way. Whalen looking for more. Tries to play a cross-ice pass. That doesn't connect. Puck knocked aside. Solove sends to Klochkov. Into the zone for Terrain. Tries to get that to Kaplan. Can't connect on that feed as it's played around the boards. Trying to fly in quickly. Here comes XHP, but that's going to be called offside. And we'll get another whistle. Puck taken here by Oak off the draw as Luco has that one bounce away from him. Here comes Esposito. Esposito flying around, looking for an option, can't find one. Back to that one. That one blocked away there by Kai. That was a big blast there from Walsh as Mulgrave goes down to the corner. Mulgrave centering pass. Sordillo lays it off. Galante fires, stopped by Kai. Bounces right back to him. Galante to Esposito. Good pressure here from XHP. Mulgrave on it again. Mulgrave looking. Down into the corner. Esposito there. Centering pass for Walsh. He's there, goes right off the crossbar. A third post hit in this first period. Esposito will keep this in. Mulgrave, one-timer across, they score that time. It's Sordillo. Sordillo makes it 2-0 here in favor of X-Hockey Products. And we'll get another look at this goal here from XHP and the 18 of Ryan Sordillo. On that one-timer, 2 one-time goals here so far for XHP in this first period. 2:33 left to go here in period one. As it's taken back away here quickly by XHP, looking for more. Pass to Pikanich, can't hold on to that. It's Gorski with it now. He fires, waffle boarded away there by Kai, and that'll go into the netting. Quickly off the draw, taken here by Silverstein. Shots now 13-8. It's been a while since 43 Oak has had a shot on to John Werber, as here comes Zucco the other way. Zucco trying to fly, and that one goes wide. Zucco had a good chance there as Silverstein will keep this in the zone. Pass in front. Silverstein couldn't get that shot off. He was looking for Zucco, as he'll get it back here in the low slot. Zucco fires. That one goes right off the blocker of Werber. Pass lofted forward for XHP. Quickly driving in. Terrain with a good stick check there, knocks that away. Here comes Desidrio the other direction. That shot deflects up off the glove of Werber and out of play. Off the draw, this bounces to the corner, kept here by XHP. Skated the other way. Pass across, doesn't get there in time. 1:18 left to go here in the first, as Pinko centers this one. Had it knocked aside there on that last chance, as Pinko again lays this one off. Shot through traffic, they score! And XHP make it a 3-0 lead here in the first. We'll get another look at it here. As the rip from the top of the circle. And XHP make this a 3-0 lead here with 1 minute left to go here in the first, as here comes Whalen again into the zone. Whalen drop pass. Held onto here by XHP. Back up here at the point. Pass laid off, looking for options, trying to walk in. It's Connor Nelson. His shot, that one deflects away. Puck down low again, as it's played around the boards. Up out of the zone as Klochkov corrals that for Solove. Solove flying in. Backhander across. Desidrio there. He puts it wide. Into the corner again. Played up back to the point. Kept in there at the blue line by Luco. As Klochkov tries to hold on with 15 to go in the period. His pass knocked away. Whalen up off the wall. Chance here for XHP on the breakaway chance with 10 to go. Walking in on the Kai. They score. And it's 4-0 XHP. Beautiful pass out here from Whalen off that breakup. Gets it up off the glass, and away they went there for X Hockey Products. And a 4-0 lead here at the end of one, and that will do it for the first period here in day one of the Pro Division action here in the Jersey Pro League. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the Jersey Pro League here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. My name is Carla Pascal. Thank you for joining us back here for period number 2 here between X Hockey Products and the 43 Oak Foundation. Back here for the second period of action here in night 1 of the Pro Division kickoff here for the JPL. We had the first night of the Club Division yesterday, here for the Pro today. Also, don't forget to stay tuned later on for game number 2 this evening when TopLine Hockey takes on the Team Goose Foundation. As a beautiful shot there from Oak, and they cut one into the lead. That was a rip up to the top shelf past Werber. From DeCidrio. As we'll get another look at this goal. That was from Nick DeCidrio. This is a beautiful shot there off that drop-off pass. And it is a 4-1 game. Was 4-0 coming into the period. And 43 Oak trying to turn this game around a little bit here, as this will go all the way back to Terrain. Pass forward into the feet there of Silverstein. He can't hold on. As it bounces back to Terrain again, finds Grevy on the pass. Looks up for Kaplan. Kaplan trying to drive forward. Can't do so as Mulgrave will hold on to this. Mulgrave across. Finds it up to Esposito. Esposito forward. Sordillo with it now. Tries to play this one. Esposito walking through to the backhand, but Terrain gets the poke check on and knocks that one away. Terrain up to Kaplan. Kaplan forward. Trying to cut by Galante. Can't do so. Terrain, a backhander, knocked away. Pass in front looking there. That one skips away there from DeCidrio again. Pass across. Actually, that was Klochkov who had that one bounce away. As this one finds Grevy. Delayed offside on the play. Picked back up here by XHP. Here comes Esposito. Esposito spinning around. Puck played down low. Can't hold on to that as XHP. As it finds its way forward here for Kaplan. Kaplan across. That one bounces for Klochkov. Klochkov around the wall finds Galante. Galante to the boards. Here comes XHP on a 3-on-2. Into the zone. High circle. That shot goes up and over there into the high glass. As Grevy will get to that and poke it out of the zone there for 43 Oak. On the back check, Losoro will get to that one. Losoro sends this across. Here comes XHP again, quickly in, drop pass there. That shot stopped by Kai as that one bounces away from Gorski. Fighting for it, will send it down low, looking back up into the circle. That shot sailed wide again. Got deflected there by DeCidrio as it finds its way to the corner. Puck off the boards. Pikanich down low. Tries to play a pass in from Kai with a beautiful pad save. Another chance, that one goes wide. As it finds its way across, another look here as Kai trying to hold his ground there as it's wrapped around and they score again. And XHP get the goal back and make it 5-1. We'll get another look at it here. As this bounces for Whalen into the corner, kept here by X Hockey Products. Another great keep along the boards. Played down low for Whalen. Looking back to the circle, down to the ice goes Zako, no call as Whalen across, and now we get the whistle. And we're going to get a tripping call here. And it's going to be Thomas Zako who is going to take the penalty shot here. Second penalty shot opportunity here for 43 Oak. So Zaka will pick this one up here, stays on the left side. We'll play this one slow, cuts back into the middle, looking for the shot, goes right off the post. That's the 5th post of this game that we've had on that net specifically. I think it's something about that side. Down there on the left of us here up in the broadcast box. As this bounces away here for XHP in their own end. Trying to get on that was Gorski, taken here by Oak across Solove. Looking, that one stopped off the blocker of Werber and will go up into the netting here with 11:27 left to go. So a 5-1 game here with 11:27 left to go here in period number 2 between X Hockey Products and the 43 Oak Foundation, as Pinko will drive the other way. Pinko flying forward, pass across, stopped by Desidrio as it finds Solove. Solove, that pass across, knocked away off that shot. Desidrio right back on it into the corner. Played for the Barrie Colts in the OHL last year, or this past season, as Terrain trying to hold on to this. Terrain centering pass, ping-pongs around, bounces back up to Zacco as he'll spin around. Zacco working his way into the slot, dancing through trying to get that shot off, stopped by Werber, who was way out of his cage. Terrain right back on it in the corner. Terrain down there, he'll send around, looking for Solove. Solove weighs his options, goes to the half wall, checked there by Nelson. As it's played up off the boards and out of the zone, as Silverstein will try and track this down. He'll find Terrain. Pass forward, able to get this one into the zone for Zacco. Zacco trying to find an option here. Has to spin it back towards the cage. Desidrio there, Solove looking, just weighs his time as that one goes off the shoulder there of Werber. Might have just took a little too long on that as this goes back up here to Zacco again. Zacco fires, redirected in onto Werber, made the initial stop as it bounced aside. That one bounced everywhere as it skated back out by XHP, 3-on-2 forming for them. Here comes Pinko as down to the ice went a Oak skater, couldn't see who that was. It looked like it was Silverstein as Galante will leave this one off here for Esposito flying in. Esposito has that knocked away by Silverstein. Pass across, finds Desidrio. Up to Zacco, right back to him. Desidrio into the zone. Through the legs, move here to the backhand. Trying to work it into Werber, and he'll just cover up on that chance here with 9:09 left to go in the period. Here comes Galante trying to work his way through Broadway. Actually, that was Mulgrave, rather, as it's taken back here by 43 Oak. They'll dump in. It's Kaplan chasing after that one. Bounces back here to Grevy. His shot stopped by Werber. As this pass hops here to Galante. Galante, that one broken up by Terrain. Played up to Klochkov. Klochkov looks for an option, has that one knocked aside. As out of the zone, Walsh sends it forward. Esposito trying to get to that one. Terrain knocked it away as Esposito gets it back and stopped by Kai. Esposito still with it. Tried to play a stretch pass, knocked by Klochkov. Back the other direction, trying to fly in is Luco. Luco trying to make a move. He's stopped there by Werber. Esposito helped him on the back check too. As this one hops to the wall. Bouncing puck for Galante with 8 to go in the second period as Mulgrave taps that forward. Mulgrave flying in. Pass laid off. trying to hold on to this. This bounces back up to the point, and out of the zone it comes. Here comes Grevy, the captain for 43 Oak, trying to get this shot off. Has to play it right into the slot. A bouncing puck. That shot went wide. Grevy right back on it. His shot blocked away there by Pikanich. They go to the boards together. Kaplan with it now. His pass knocked aside. Lasoro will skate this the other way. Tries to work his way in past Silverstein. Bouncing puck in on goal. Kai paddled that aside. Silverstein with this. He'll send that forward. Knocked away by Lasoro again. Right back on it as XHP here in the zone terrain. Gets a stick into that. Able to corral it and come away with it. Looks to the boards. Gorski's there, though, for XHP. As this finds Terrain. Terrain has that stolen. Quick shot to Kai. Able to make the initial stop on the rebound. Did it go in? Looks like the net may have came off its moorings. As that puck did not go across the line, so no goal. Here with 6:52 left to go. Shots currently 20-15 in favor of XHP. They've got that 5-1 lead as well. Looking for another here, they score. Beautiful feed off the wall from Whalen. And it is a 6-1 lead here for X Hockey Products. We'll get another look at this goal here. This is a beautiful pass here from Whalen. Turnaround spin pass as Whalen looking again for more. This bounces down to Desidrio. He can't get it out of the zone. Great keep here. Looking for another chance in front. Stop that time by Kai on Whalen. Quick pass here. Across for Desidrio into the zone. Desidrio looking. His shot goes off the post. Another one off the iron. The 6th post hit today. All of them on that side as well. That's the 3rd one, or that's the 4th one off that same post. 4 off that post, 1 off the crossbar, 1 off the right post. As Pinko drives in through the legs, move to cut around, tried to power move his way to the net front. Kai got a piece of it as it goes up into the netting. Puck off the draw, taken and played out here by 43 Oak. Desidrio is going to have to race after, but Werber's going to have to play it. He'll send it around. Puck skated up here by XHP into the zone. Drop off here for Walsh. Patrick Walsh played for the Jersey Hitmen in the NCDC last year. As Sordillo fires that one stopped away. Another chance off the post and in. Another one off the iron, but this time it redirects in, and it's 7-1 XHP. We'll get another look at this goal here for XHP, and like I said in yesterday's game for homegrown hockey in the club division, the champs picking up right where they left off. They did yesterday with an 8-2 victory over Team BSB. And right now, X Hockey Products, a 7-1 lead here over 43 Oak. As Solove fires that one off the blocker of Werber. And out of play with 5:04 left here in the second. Puck along the boards here off that faceoff. Esposito will send it around, finds Sordillo. His pass forward connects to Mulgrave. Mulgrave looking for Esposito. His pass knocked away. Walsh there with it. Bounces into the corner. Back to Sordillo again. He'll find Mulgrave with that. Down low, looking for the one-timer. What a save there from Jason Kai. Able to get down onto that one and hold on. Vintage Jason Kai right there. We'll get another look at it here off this save. If you've watched any of our Jersey Pro League coverage over the past couple of years, here in year 4, you know, at least for me, I know Jason Kai well, covered him with the NCDC and the NAHL, and he tends to do things like that very often. Especially here in the JPL, has been one of the best goaltenders in the JPL for the past couple years. And as well, we'll actually have to see if we can get the audio from that save, since Sam Wismer has Kai mic'd up right now back there between the pipes. We'll have to hear some words from him about how this game is going. I mean, down by 6 right now, looking for some more offense from his team in front of him. As Walsh will try and drive the other way, and that's going to be called offside as Walsh trying to dipsy-doodle his way through the defense. Here with 4:13 left to go in the second. Grevy trying to hold on to this, can't do so. Here comes XHP, stopped there by Jason Kai again. As this hops up to Galante, pass across for Gorski. His shot through traffic, stopped by Kai. And he will opt to play this one. Taken out quickly, beautiful move to cut through. 2-on-1 forming here for Oak. Across, Kaplan with it, stopped by Werber. Pass forward, here comes XHP again. Pikanich can't hold on to that as it's played back for Klochkov. Has Kaplan with him. Klochkov bouncing puck up for Werber. Rebound there, and it is in the cage. They're going to call that a goal. Just barely tapped in there by Kaplan. Just enough as Werber swiped it out from the goal. And 43 Oak get one back on the board here and make it 7-2 as we'll get another look at this. This one took a funny hop off that deflection, bounced right down into the blue paint, and Kaplan got just enough on that little poke to get that one into the cage. As Pikanich will send this one across, finds Gorski into the zone. Gorski's pass off to Lasoro, looking for an option, goes back to Gorski at the blue line. Back to Lasoro. Cuts around into the slot. Lasoro, backhand toe drag. Backhander goes wide of the cage. As driving in, walking in is Kaplan, he scores again! Kaplan makes it 7-3 on back-to-back goals. So 7-3 the scores. We'll get another look at it here on this goal. Kaplan doing a beautiful job to drive in. And cut this lead down to 4. 43 Oak trying to fight their way back into this as Luco will now try and fly into the zone. Luco across, one-timer, that one goes wide. Almost another there for Oak in quick succession. As we try and correct our score bug here. Back up to 7-3 now as Whalen has that one poked aside. Working to try and get that to the slot. Can't do so for XHP as it's skated back out the other way. Here comes Zacco with it. Zacco sends a pass across. Centering feed. Solove there can't get onto that. Solove with it again. Pass across. Desidrio with it. Desidrio across, over to the other side. That shot goes off of Werber. Bouncing puck, skated out by Pinko, sends one up to Whalen. Whalen trying to work his way in. He fires stopped there by Kai. As this driven the other way, trying to fly in. Here comes XHP again. Whalen, a saucer pass meant for him, doesn't connect. As it's played out for Desidrio. Finds Luco. Luco tried to work through and fire a shot. That got knocked away. As it's skated back out the other direction here by XHP, it's Esposito. Drop pass for Pinko. Pass down low. Looking for Esposito on the back door. That doesn't connect. Desidrio with it again. Looking for Klochkov on the backhand with 1 and change left to go in the second period. Shots 27-19 as here comes Esposito with some speed. Has that knocked away. Esposito forward, able to find Sordillo. Sordillo tried to find Pinko. Grevy will pick that one up, though, and send it forward. Sordillo knocked it away, bounces back here to Klochkov. Klochkov forward, lays off. Kaplan can't hold on. Solovey with it. Back here to Grevy. Grevy to Kaplan, back to Grevy again. Quickly driving in. Grevy looking for an option to the back door. They score! Terrain on the tap-in. And it is 7-4, and now it's just a 3-goal game as 43 Oak applying the pressure here. And cut this down to 3 after it being 7-1. And Terrain with a beautiful tap-in as he drove right to the back door to knock that in. And 43 Oak pressing back here in this second period. As Mulgrave trying to hold on. Sordillo down low looking for Mulgrave. That doesn't connect. As this played back out here for XHP. Taken here by Walsh, who will just skate out the period as Galante will just send it forward. And that will do it for period number 2. So 7-4 after 2 periods of action here between XHP and 43 Oak, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Don't go anywhere. And we are back to the action here for period number 3 here between X Hockey Products and the 43 Oak Foundation. My name is Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us here back for the third period of night 1 of the Pro Division here in the JPL. We had the opening night of the Club Division yesterday here for the 2026 season. Here for the Pro Division kickoff. Has been a great one so far. 7-4 the score in favor of XHP as that one goes off the crossbar. Our 8th post here today in this game. This time it's on the other side as it's kept here by 43 Oak, and on Werber that one stopped away. Another chance hops towards the cage, that one wide. Kaplan with it, a backhander towards the goal. Grevy there looking to jam at it, but Werber will cover up. Shots 27-20. Face off here to the right of Werber. Played for the Indiana Sentinels of the FPHL this past year. And I mentioned him before, Jason Kai for 43 Oak. Committed to Hamilton College. NCAA Division III next season. Played in the NAHL this past year. Hails from Basking Ridge here in the Garden State. As this is skated forward here. That shot off of Werber as the net comes off its moorings. We'll get a whistle. Here with 13:41 left to go. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for our next game coming up here in the opening night of Pro Division action here in the JPL for 2026. The Team Goose Foundation taking on TopLine Hockey later on tonight. After this one ends, set for an 8:45 puck drop. We'll see if we actually stay on time as this one to the back door, they score. Beautiful feed over to Solove. And it is a 2-goal game. We'll get another look at it here. What a feed from Zacco over to Solove on this pass. Beautiful pass from the wall. Solove snuck in for the one-timer. And able to tap that home. .13:09 left to go here in period number 3. As a 7-5 game. Shots 27-22. Here with just under 13 minutes left to go as we fix our scoreboard again. There we go, correctly at 7 this time. As they actually flip-flopped who was going to be away and home on us for this game. Either way, 7-5 game. As 43 Oak have scored 4 straight goals after going down 7-1. XHP trying to storm back the other way. It's Whalen over to the backside. One more and they score. Kai almost got there with the paddle, but XHP shaking it off and get one back on the board to make it 8-5. As we'll get another look at it here. There's a beautiful rip there from XHP. Eight to 5 the score. As Mulgrave will drive this the other way, but XHP able to shake off, giving up 4 straight goals and finally get one back of their own. As Grevy looks forward, barreling towards the cage, there went Sordillo as Werber jumps on top of that one. So face-off here to the right of Werber. As that one sails just wide of the cage on that shot attempt. It's taken back here by Galante, trying to work his way past Silverstein. Beautiful moves to cut through, try to go up over the shoulder of Kai, but just a little bit too much on it. Another shot. That one goes wide from 43 Oak, trying to get this game back within reach. I mean, I mentioned it yesterday where anything can happen here in Jersey, and we've seen it time and time again here in the JPL where We've had some crazy comebacks over the past few years. As Terrain hits the deck. Esposito with it now here for XHP trying to fly in. He goes down as Grevy took him to the ice, and that's going to be a penalty shot here. And Esposito is going to get a penalty shot. So our third penalty shot here of this game. We didn't have any yesterday. As it's taken here by Esposito. Working his way in here into the slot. Tries to go 5-0, but it's stopped by Kai. .11:05 left to go here in period 3. 43 Oaks still down by 3 goals. Had it within 2 at one point earlier this period. As this pass bounces on Galante, gets past Walsh, finds Esposito to the boards, looking in front, Galante through the legs, put it just wide. Nearly tucked that one home. Highlight reel nearly there from Anthony Galante, as he has it once again. Pass forward, able to glove that one and drive in. Here comes Lesoro, that's stopped by Kai, right off the chest of him though, as Kai tried to drive out and play that one. He wanted it. He wanted that one. And Jason Kai, the only goaltender here in the JPL with a goalie goal. 2 years ago, scored with seconds left on the clock in the final. As the shot kicked away by Kai, another chance they score, it's Lesoro. And it is a 9-5 lead for XHP. We'll get another look at it here. On this rebound chance, Lesoro able to put that one home. As this one sails up into the air. Taken by Zacco. Zacco trying to work his way past the defense. Gets stood up there. Able to get it back with 10 minutes left to go here in the third. Desidrio able to hold on to this. Drives in with some speed. Wrapping around into the corner. Lays that puck off. Centering there. Couldn't find that one to Solove. Solove on it now here with 9:37 left. Pass across. Puck down into the corner. Snaps one across. That was Desidrio there looking for Luco. Couldn't get it to him. Pass over here to Galante. Able to stay on side there just barely or not. We're going to get an offside call here with 9:21 left. .921 left to go. Pikanich fires forward. Whalen there. Stopped there by Kai with the pads. As it's turned around by Desidrio looking for an option. His stretch pass stopped by Gorski. Forward now as that's going to be caught offside. Matt Desidrio over the line there. The D-man from Dartmouth. As this pass bounces away, Zacco can't get to that. Collected here by Pinko. Pinko able to get that one onto Kai, but he'll just send that aside there with the paddle as Zacco will drive the other direction with Desidrio. Desidrio back to Zacco, working over to the backside. They score. Beautiful passing there from 43 Oak. And it is a 9-6 game as we'll get another look at this goal here. Some great passing here on this sequence. Zacco, drop-off pass. Desidrio goes right back to him, over to the opposite side, and it's just potted in easily there on the back door. That was by Luco, as here comes Pinko the other way. Pinko trying to hold on to that, can't do so. Bouncing puck there for Luco. Ryan Luco played for the Danbury Hat Tricks in the NAHL last year. This past season. As Desidrio trying to fly his way forward, knocked away there by Werber on that chance. Pass up to Whalen. Whalen looking. Tried to find a backdoor feed, no one home. Back out for Desidrio. Pass up to Luco. Quickly back in, over to Solove. Solove fires and scores! And just like that, we're back to a 2-goal game. And Solove, as we get another look at this here. Beautiful shot for the Holmdel, New Jersey native. Plays for Harvard. Up in the Ivies. As this pass knocked away by Terrain. Like I said, back to a 2-goal game. 43 Oaks, still a lot of fight left. They did this at the end of the second period and fought their way back as this one goes back to Terrain at the point. Terrain driving around. Pass bouncing down low. Klochkov tried to get there. It's Mulgrave with it now. Mulgrave flying into the zone. Nearly got tied up with Silverstein. This will go to Walsh. Walsh back here to Esposito. Finds it across. Walking in. That shot goes right off the crossbar again. 9 posts hit in this game. And after we had the first 4, Colton, our TD for today, gave an over-under of 10, so we are almost at that mark. We need one more post hit or crossbar hit with 6:50 left to go to see that happen, as that's going to be called for an offside here on 43 Oak. Shots currently 30-23 in favor of XHP. As this pass sent forward here, X-Hockey Products looking to hold on to this 2-goal lead. We're up by 6 at one point. As Lesoro able to keep this puck away from Terrain, trying to drive his way to the net front, had it knocked aside. XHP still with it though, down into the corner. Pick an inch with it now. High slot. His shot right into the glove of Kai. And he'll hold on to that. Quick shot right off the draw. Goes off the mask there of Kai. Hit him right in the forehead. As it's kept here by XHP in the neutral zone, able to kick that aside. Wow, beautiful move to get by. As here comes Lesoro. He spins around. As that bumped away for a moment, kept here by Galante, walking in. His shot trickles wide of the cage. Under 6 to go here in this third period. Centering pass, Lesoro there, can't hang on to that one. Back out to Galante, has that knocked away by Klochkov. As it bounces aside, quickly back into the zone. That shot, Kai got a piece of it, but not enough as it trickles through. And it is 10-7 for XHP. And we'll get another look at this here. As this puck just squeaked through Kai. He got a piece of it there with the blocker, but not enough. As X-Hockey products make this a 10-7 game. 43 Oak have been fighting from behind for most of this contest. Another chance to the backdoor. Couldn't get there with Zacco as he looked to try and center that again. Luco with it. Bumped around down low. Puck to the boards as it's played out here for Whalen. Whalen trying to split through the defenders. Whalen, and I'll go one-hand finish on the backhand. Alex Whalen, how do you do? My goodness. And the bench gets up for that one. Sidney Crosby-esque on the backhand as we'll get another look at this. What a pass up to Whalen and split through both defenders, and a one-hand backhand finish there from Whalen. My goodness, what a goal. He makes it 11-7. Spectacular finish there from Whalen. As a backhander in onto Werber, he'll hold on to that. Opts to try and play it. Here comes Gorski. Gorski will skate into the zone. Drop-off pass for Walsh. His shot goes up and over the bar. Puck played across, knocked aside here by Zacco. As that one played over to the back door, they score again. As we'll get another look at this goal here for Luco on the finish. Here for 43 Oak. Still a lot of fight left. Here for this Oak team. As Esposito trying to cut his way around. Paddled away there by Kai into the corner. Trying to keep this game within reach here with 3:52 left to go. Zacco trying to find a 4-on-2 the other way. Forward to Luco. Pass across. Solove back into the slot. Beautiful save from Werber with the pads. That time on to Sidrio. As it's gloved down here by Walsh. Sends for Sordillo. Sordillo, saucer pass to Walsh, and on Kai goes off the post. That's 10 posts here in this game. As Terrain pulls up, plays off. Luco tried to pull the trigger, couldn't do so. Into the corner. Puck taken back by XHP, spins around in the neutral zone. They're able to hold on to it here. Quickly trying to work through Terrain, got a stick into that shot. Able to knock it away as Esposito gets to it first for XHP. Now it's Silverstein. Into the zone, pass to Silverstein, backdoor feed. Grevy tried to go for that backhander for Kaplan, couldn't connect. Bouncing puck back up to the point. Terrain there, able to keep it in away from Lesoro. Grevy centering pass, no one was there as Lesoro will go the other way. Lesoro battling with Terrain, can't hold on. Him and Kaplan to the boards. Here comes Terrain. Romeo Terrain fires, that one goes wide. Pass played across. Kept here by XHP for a moment. Silverstein able to take this away. Silverstein up for Solove. Solove across, looking for Kaplan, can't get there. Kaplan to Solove again. Solove, saucer pass down low. Try to go back to Solove, can't find it. Solove with it at the point. Silverstein can't hold on to that. Pick an inch. We'll get that out of the zone with 1:50 left to go. Here in the third period. 43 Oak down by 3. As Solove finds Silverstein on the pass. Has to go right back to him. As Grevy drives in. Pass across to Silverstein. As Grevy back on the puck looking for a wraparound chance in front. Kaplan fires and scores. In and out quickly, and it is 11-9. 2-goal game yet again. 43 Oak have been in it the whole way. As we'll get another look here at this goal from Kaplan. Beautiful shot up to the top corner. And there is time left here for 43 Oak as Jason Kai's going to go to the bench. Extra skater on here for 43 Oak as DeCidrio tries to drive in. Whalen with it now. Grevy all over him. Puck played off, knocked away by Zacco. Zacco trying to fly his way into the zone. Tries to lay a pass off forward. There for Kaplan, can't get it to him as Mulgrave can't get it out. Grevy keeps it in. Kaplan tried to play to the point, but it's taken away on a 2-on-1. Whalen across, and that will seal the deal here for XHP. As that is just played into the empty cage to make that 12-9 here with 38 seconds left to go. As this pass played up for XHP, it's Pinko with it now. He'll work his way into the zone. Pass for Walsh. He'll keep this puck away there from Zacco. Drop pass for Pinko. Pinko to the wall, plays that puck off. In front for Mulgrave. Stopped there by Kai point blank. 13 seconds left as Solove will go the other way. Solove flying in, his shot knocked away. Solove tried to center that puck as it's just pinned to the glass there by Gorski. And that will do it as X-Hockey Products picks up where they left off last year as the 2025 champs come into 2026 and come out on top here in game one. 12-9 final, 43 Oak. Did a great job to fight back here in this game. We're coming from behind for most of this one, but X-Hockey Products come out on top, 12-9. Final shots 32-26 in favor of X-Hockey Products, but that'll do it for this one. We're going to step aside for just a little bit, head to the intermission before we get ready for our second game here of the first night of Pro Division action. TopLine Hockey taking on the Team Goose Foundation in just a little bit. So we'll step aside and see you in just a few. We'll be back in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports, broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal. Welcome back here for game number 2 of the JPL Pro Division opening night here on BSB. Game 1 was X Hockey Products versus the 43 Oak Foundation, and here for game 2, it is TopLine Hockey versus the Team Goose Foundation. Here, round things out here for night 1 of the Pro Division here for the 2026 campaign here in the Jersey Pro League. Once again, thank you for joining us here on BSB as we get ready to go here for the second game of the Pro Division here tonight. Teams collecting their pucks now as we get ready to go here for this one. Set to be a great game here. We had a really good game 1. A 12-9 finish between X Hockey Products and 43 Oak. XHP ended up winning 12-9 in a big victory to kick off the 26 campaign for the 2025 champions in XHP. And TopLine and Team Goose looking to have a big outing here in this one as well as we get ready to go. Pretty full bench here for TopLine, not as many for Team Goose. Either way, they'll make do as we get ready to go here for this one. We'll get into the lineups in just a few as we are underway here for the second game of the evening. Here for the opening night of Pro Division action here in the JPL. As it's quickly taken here by TopLine, they try and find that one forward. Can't connect on this pass. This goes back up to Lonergan at the point. He lays off. Toskos, drop pass there. Pass picked off there by Team Goose as it snapped forward the other way. Driving up, it's Trip Pendy. He'll play this one across. Quick shot on goal, stopped away. Rebound chance was there for Goose, just hopped away. And looking at the goaltending matchup here for this evening, it's Dan Moore versus Ryan Kenny between the pipes. As this pass laid off, kept here, trying to drive in another chance. That one stopped away. Good look there. On to Kenny for TopLine. As this pass bounces aside there from Christian Coxis as Kenny gets a poke check on that and stops it underneath the pads. Kenny played for the Fayetteville Marksmen in the SPHL this past year from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And on the other side of things, Dan Moore, the goaltender at Princeton, down in Princeton, New Jersey. As it's kept here by TopLine, pass across, that one goes up and over. Good look there for TopLine, just can't get it on target as it's collected by Campominosi. Over to Fortescue. Drew Fortescue trying to hold on to that puck. Bounces into the corner. Fortescue can't get to that, walking, and that shot, they score! TopLine take the lead 1-0. And we'll get another look at this goal here for TopLine. Beautiful wrist shot from the top of the circle, right in the low slot area. As they crept down for that shooting chance. And TopLine Hockey, TLH takes a 1-0 lead here over the Team Goose Foundation. Shots 3-1 right now. As this puck bounces back, trying to get onto this. It goes back up to the point there from the 27 of Luke Ross. Now it's Campominosi across. Walking through the back door. That one goes just wide. Moore sliding over to try and get to that one. As it's skated out by Remy Parker. Parker trying to work his way and tried to get that shot off there onto Kenny. Couldn't do so. Parker mic'd up for this game as Sam Wismer has the mic on Remy Parker here for this one. Had Jason Kai in the last game. Remy Parker here for this one. So make sure you stay tuned to the social medias for all of the coverage and all the funny moments in action here in the JPL on the mic'd up sessions. Sam always does a great job with all of them. And we know you all like watching them as Lonergan works his way past a couple of defenders as Fortescue tries to get back onto that. Has that bounce away. Picked back up here by TGF. As it's taken back here by TopLine Hockey, trying to work through for another goal. Walking in down Broadway, that one's knocked away. Delayed penalty on the play as TLH play this one back. Trying to knock that one aside. Moore will go to the bench, extra skater hopping on as it's touched up here by Team Goose. And we'll get a hooking penalty. And TopLine are going to get a penalty shot opportunity here. We had 3 penalty shot opportunities in the last game. And reminder, if you have not watched the Jersey Pro League before, that penalties are penalty shots here in the JPL, as TopLine will pick this one up and work their way in here onto the circle. Beautiful move, but an amazing stop there from Ryan Kenny. Kenny with a beautiful save there on that chance. As this one quickly taken there for a moment, bouncing into the corner. That was a Movac trying to hold on to that one, couldn't do so. Puck back out the other way here for TopLine in their own end. TopLine has that bounce aside as it finds its way forward. Skated back up here the other direction for TLH. Bouncing puck into the zone, trying to cut around the defense there of Braden Heckel. As Coxis tries to get that one around the boards. Heckel there over to help him. Into the boards again here. That shot whiffed on as it's here in the slot. Calafiore trying to play this one away here for Team Goose. Lofted back out here into the top line end, and they'll hold on to this. Puck bouncing forward. Pendy trying to hold on and recover. Sends one up. Able to get this pass up. Looking there for Rafael Campo. As it bounces to the wall. Campo played for the Bishop Kearney Selects U18 AAA squad. As Lonergan tries to work his way in. Collected here by Lonergan, back up at the point. Brian Lonergan goes to Bowling Green State in the NCAA. As this puck held on to, fired on, redirected in front, goes up and over. Good look there from Lonergan on that shot from the blue line. Snaps a pass across. Spinning around, looking for some options. Trade spots at the blue line. Lonergan gets it back. Tries to walk through with a move. Back to him, can't get that feed there as Campominosi will skate this out the other way. Campominosi has Pendy with him. Still with it to Pendy. Just can't get that shot off as it was too low to the goal line. Now back out the other direction. Here comes TLH flying in with a chance. Wrap around look. No one home. Trying to find a man in the slot on the back check. Broken up there by Calafiore. Or by Calafiore, excuse me. As Fortescue spins around here along the boards. Campominosi can't hold on to that one. It's taken back here by Parker as he'll fly the other way. Move to cut through. Backhander goes up off the post again. And speaking of posts, if you missed game one, we had 10 of them in the first game of the night. That makes it now 11 this evening, which is potentially the most I've ever seen in a 2-game span, or I guess a game and about half a period. As driving in, here comes TopLine again. Luke Ross with it, trying to wrap that one around. Taken back by Team Goose. As that's played across there. Fortescue trying to hold on, can't do so there. Quick puck in on net, stopped aside there by Kenny. As it's collected here by TGF in their own end. Pass out for Pendy. Pendy's shot, that one wired wide of the cage. Puck up the other way here for TopLine. Quickly working through, can't get a shot off there as it's stopped by Heckel. Puck to the boards again. Heckel able to hold on and send that forward. Heckel back on it. Pass across, looking for the saucer on the backhand, won't go. As Lonergan will fake that pass and play it away. TLH right back in. Shots 5-2 right now in favor of TopLine. As this puck finds its way to the end wall. Kept here by TopLine. Quick shot knocked away. Taken back here by Team Goose. Here in the neutral zone. Trying to drive forward. That's Nick Van Tassel looking to work his way in. As it's played up off the boards and out. Collected here by TopLine a second time. Working and trying to find an option. Through the legs move, they score! What a finish. There from TopLine. Through the legs, top shelf. There over Kenny. And we'll get another look at it. My goodness. What a finish here on this through the legs move. Spectacular on that chance, and it is 2-0 TopLine here in the first period. Sixth shot of the game there for TopLine. As this finds its way back up here to the point here for TLH. Another chance poked away there by Kenny. Backdoor feed again. That one won't go. Puck here collected and sent back down low. Fortescue centering pass. That doesn't get there. As it'll go back here for Van Tassel. He'll send this across. Bouncing puck collected here by TopLine again. They'll drive in. Pass across again. That doesn't go. This puck down low again. Centering pass. Another try right on the doorstep. That one nearly went in. Good save there from Kenny. As this puck goes all the way back, looking for an option. TGF able to keep this in for now. Pendy couldn't get that shot off on target. As it bounces down behind the cage. Lonergan sends this one forward into the zone for Ross. Ross, power move around, has to pull up at the goal line. Back up here to the point, across here for Parker. Parker to the point, Lonergan there. Lonergan down to Parker. He fires stopped there by Kenny. And we're going to get a whistle as it looks like the net has come off its moorings. And that goal before, as we get a whistle here, tripping call. But that goal before from the 12 of Lucas Zamovac on that through the legs goal. As Luke Ross will take this penalty shot here, walking in on goal. Staying here on the forehand, trying to go to the backhand quickly, but it's poke checked away. And actually in between the pipes here for Team Goose, instead of Ryan Kenny, it is Kyle Ozgun backstopping him. Was just informed by the commissioner, Alex Rauter, as this is played down. Puck played up here for Parker, quickly into the zone on Ozgun. He fires, but Ozgun with a beautiful pad save. Beautiful save there from Ozgun. Has already faced 8 shots here in this one. As this goes back up to the point, kept here by TLH, looking to get that shot off, can't do so. Puck played down low. Played around the wall, looking for Luke Ross. Into the boards again, kept here by Parker. Parker looks up, goes back up to the point. Pass snapped across here for TLH. Puck down low, bounces off a man in front and into the back of the cage. Looks like it's going to be off of Parker. And it is a 3-0 top line lead. And we'll get another look at this goal here from Remy Parker. Parker got a really good break here, as it got deflected off of him. It might have hit his leg, might have hit his stick, not sure. But either way, a 3-0 lead here with 3:30 left to go here in the first period of action. Here between these two squads, between the Team Goose Foundation and TopLine Hockey. Puck played out the other way, trying to get on a break. Here comes Team Goose, walking in on goal. Big time stop there by Dan Moore. Beautiful save with the pads there from Daniel Moore. That was a beautiful save there from him. As this puck bounces away here. Kept here by Pendy. His shot right into Moore, and he'll hold on. Face-off bouncing back down low. Sent around here by TLH off that draw. It's Lonergan with it. He'll spin it aside. 3-0 game right now in favor of TopLine Hockey as Lonergan flies his way into the zone. Tried to drive around the defense, couldn't do so. Puck back out here the other way for Pendy. Pendy looking, pass across, too hot to handle there for Fortescue. Skated back the other way, shot and on goal there for TLH, doesn't go. As we're going to get a whistle here for offside. Down to 2:12 left to go here in the opening frame. As that puck taken away there by Caliaforia. Another one off the post. Make that 12 here this evening. As that one from Zamovac fired on, blocked away. Puck skated in there, but that's going to be called offside again. on Calafiore. .130 left to go. Down to the final 90 seconds of this first period as that shot trickles wide. Osgun in between the pipes for TGF tonight has already faced 12 shots here in this first period as he gets another one, stops that one that time. Kept in here by TLH though, down to about a minute. Top line looking for some chances. Poke down to the corner. Puck along the boards, kept back here. And sprung forward here by Team Goose as it's sent in by Calafiore. Trying to get back to that puck, looking for an option down low. Had it bounce away. Quickly taken by TLH with 32 seconds left to go. Trying to find a pass through to the backside, and they score! A rip from Zimovac. And it is a 4-0 top-line lead. We'll get another look at this here from the 5 of Marco Zimovac. There's a beautiful rip on that shot with 20 seconds left to go here in the period. Here comes Cam Palminosi. Cam Palminosi, his shot goes wide. Back up to the point, kept in, sent around the boards. Pendy with it. 5 seconds left to go here in the period, sends it around the wall. Cam Palminosi, they're looking for Pendy. That doesn't get there in time, and that will do it for the first. So a 4-0 lead here for TopLine Hockey after one period of action. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. And we are back to the action here for period number 2 here between TopLine Hockey and the Team Goose Foundation here in night 1 of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division. Night 2 of the JPL here for the 2026 campaign. Night number 1 for the Pro Division. My name is Carlo Pascal. Welcome back for the second period. 4-0 lead for TopLine Hockey. After one period of action, as they look for more, Parker with a big-time shot on Osgun, but he's able to make that save. TLH still with it, cycling around for Lonergan, centering pass! That one goes right off the post again! Make that 13 times off the iron here tonight. Are they magnetic? There's another one. Make that 14. I think we might have put some metal in this puck here this evening, because they are just ringing it off the post. As it's kept here by Parker for a moment, he'll loft this one down the ice. Nearly taken away there by TGF as Lonergan, a backhander, went right into his teammate. Top line will snap this the other way, trying to cut on through. Here comes Ross. Ross into the zone, has Parker. That one bounces towards the cage, and Osgun gobbles that one up. Face-off win there for Team Goose as they have it in their own zone. Puck along the boards, trying to play this one out. It's Calafiore. Hemmed in here by Zamovac. As Calafiore gets this one back off that pass. There from Heckel. Across looking there. Tried to find that to Rafael Campo as diving on top goes Daniel Moore. Quickly off that draw. Shot saved there by Moore with the blocker off that rip from Campo. Puck kept here by Coxis. Down in the corner. Sent up to Zamovac now. He can't get it out of the zone. Zamovac will get it back off that bounce. Played the other way here. Lucas Zamovac trying to get on that one. As it's kept here by Van Tassel. He'll drive in, tried to cut around, couldn't do so. Zamovac plays across, looking back off this pass. Shot stopped away there by Osgun as Lonergan hops on and keeps this in the zone. Pass across looking for the 1T, doesn't go. Zamovac with it. Centering pass, bounces it across. Lonergan back up to the point. Lonergan around, back to Zamovac down behind the goal line. Zamovac looking, finds him in on the back door. Beautiful save by Osgun again. Zamovac across. Poked away by Fortescue as that one pops back aside. Played across here for Lonergan. Lonergan has that one pickpocketed by Pendy. Say that one 3 times fast. As this one hops back up here to the circle here for Parker. He'll get this pass out the other way. 2-on-1 forming here. Walking in, here comes TLH. Pass across, over to the back door. They score again. Beautiful passing there from top line. And it is 5-0. As we'll get another look at this goal here. Some beautiful passing here from TopLine Hockey. Bang, bang, passing play there from TopLine as Fortescue can't hold the zone there. Trying to get back on this as the twos come together in the corner. Back up to the point again. Campominosi lays this one off. Pass over to the wall. Able to keep it in as Heckel. Heckel, down low, back to Heckel again. That shot goes right off the glove of Moore. Puck stuck along the boards right now as Fortescue moves it around. Lofted up and down the ice as Campominosi's going to have to try and track this back. Parker all over him, sends it up to Fortescue. As it's taken away here on that back check. TLH able to keep this puck and send it across looking for Parker, but it's picked off. Fortescue with it again, has that one stripped away. Here comes Remy Parker. Parker one-on-one, trying to work by the defense, trying to go to the backhand, but it's stopped away by Osgun. Puck into the boards again. It's kept here by Van Tassel. He'll find this across, looking for the backdoor feed there from Campo. That won't go. Was trying to find Christian Coxis there on the backside. As Toxis was coming the other way. So that was Toscos, rather. As it's picked up here by TLH. Back in their own zone with 9:30 left to go in the second period. Shots 15-5 in favor of TopLine Hockey as Ross fires. Rebound chance was loose form, just doesn't go. Kept in here by TopLine, walking in on goal. That one goes wide. That one had some heat on it. As back to the way, Calfiore trying to drive into the zone. Goes to Long Island University as Pendy trying to cut aside. Pendy with it. Plays this pass off. Fortescue will get back on this puck, looking for an option. Centering pass redirected in front, but gobbled up there by Moore. Pass over to the opposite side. Wall off that face-off. Kept here by Team Goose as that hopped aside. Kept in the zone, though. TGF able to walk on. Pass across to Pendy. He scores. Up to the top shelf on the one-timer. And we'll get another look at it here. Beautiful finish there by Pendy on the 1T. Great keep-in here from TGF. And they are on the board. Beautiful shot from Pendy. And it is 5-1. TGF, their first goal of the season. Puck picked up here by Lonergan. He'll send this up to Toscos as Lonergan working in. That shot blocked away. That went off of Braden Heckel. As Toscos couldn't hold on to that. Finds its way to Pendy looking for Fortescue. Beautiful back check there to break up that play. Diving back on it. What an effort there by TLH as here comes Lonergan working his way in. That one goes up and over the bar. Got deflected. As Osgun just lays that one off. Heckel hounded down in the corner. One-timer meant there for Zamovac, doesn't go. As this puck down in the corner again. Looking for an option, back up to the point. High circle, that one's stopped by Osgun. Slotted again there into the low slot. No one home there for TLH that time as it bounces back out to the neutral zone. Driving back in. Here comes TLH looking to cut through. Can't do so. Zamovac back on it. Back up to the point. Trying to work through as Campominosi nearly laid a hit there. Looking in front. What a beautiful save by Osgun there with the paddle. As this one hops the other way here. Calafiore able to glove this one down and keep it for now. Plays it across looking for Campominosi. His shot long range, that goes wide. As this one hops behind the cage. Puck into the wall. Campominosi with it. Looking across. Tried to find Van Tassel. Van Tassel down low. Another short side chance. That one stopped away by Moore. Van Tassel spinning around with a turnaround shot. Another one off the post. Puck kept here by TLH. Walking through now, they score. 6-1, TopLine Hockey. And we'll get another look at it here on this goal. TLH just piling it on offensively here in this game. And able to put that one into the back of the cage. Driving in, looking for another chance. Osgun with a beautiful save and got the glove up there on Parker too. Pass back up to the point. Lonergan looking, down to Parker. Parker to Lonergan. Lonergan back to Ross. Ross fires. That one's blocked away by Campominosi, and that goes up into the netting. Shots 24-9 in favor of TopLine Hockey. It's been a rout so far. 6-1 game here with 5:18 left to go. As this pass is played across. Taken here by Fortescue. Fortescue flying forward. Bouncing puck to the corner. Played around the boards, kept there by Van Tassel. Centering pass, Pendy fires, that one goes up and over. Moore ended up losing his paddle there. As this puck is just knocked down back to Van Tassel. Van Tassel able to keep it. So he'll just send it down the ice. All the way back here to Moore. Toss goes into the zone, tries to play a pass forward. Osgun just knocks that away with 4:15 left to go in the frame. As this one bounces to the slot, Toscos tried to get back to his feet there, couldn't do so. As Parker tried to get back up there, it's collected back by TGF. As Team Goose can't clear the zone, Ross tried to play that across looking for Parker. Now it's Zamovac. Tried to gain some speed and get that around, couldn't do so. Up to Campo, he'll play across. This one taken aside. Played up for Parker the other way. Parker trying to drive his way forward. Looking for an option. Ross back to Parker. One-timer stopped away. Parker into the corner. Trying to keep this puck for now. Fighting along the boards. Played up to the wall. Not out of the zone just yet. As it bounces back here for Campo. Knocked away for a moment. Collected here by Calafiore. Laid off here for Campo on the backhand. Sends that pass forward, but it's stopped aside. As back the other way, Zamovac lays off. Zamovac with it again, right to the doorstep. Knocked aside. Fortescue with some speed the other direction. Lays that one off to Pendy. Pendy across. One-timer, that goes up and over. Shanked on the shot. And that one sent up into the netting. Pass played down low here for Fortescue now. Centers one across. One-timer off the crossbar and in. And it is a 6-2 game. Beautiful pass and beautiful finish there for TGF as we get another look at that. The goal for Brandon Heckel. Heckel with a beautiful shot off the bar and in. As that shot blocked away in front there by Cam Palminosi. He'll get it back here off this pass here with 2:13 left to go. Cam Palminosi can't hold on to that. Play the other way for Zamovac. Zamovac flying in. Cuts by one defender with a beautiful move. Just couldn't get that shot off as he plays it across. Beautiful save by Osgun. Looking, a one-timer from Lonergan. A heat seeker goes high. Now Cam Palminosi into the zone. He pulls up, gets pickpocketed. Bounced somehow away. Back to him as Fortescue tried to play across looking for Pendy. Bouncing puck for Pendy. Has that stolen away. Breakaway chance here for TopLine Hockey. Walking it all alone here on goal. Stopped by Osgun. Big save there from him. As it bounces back here for TLH. Lonergan the other way now. Spinorama move, tries to play it across, just couldn't finish. We've seen him do that before in the past couple of years. Lonergan so crafty as he tried to score on the wraparound there. Brian Lonergan, like I mentioned earlier, goes to Bowling Green State. Has a slick set of mitts as that one is held on to. There by Osgun. Puck taken here off that draw here by TGF. Quickly stolen away by TLH with 36 seconds left to go. As it's played across. Here for TGF, stuck in their own zone right now. 24 seconds left to go here in the second period. Shots 29-11. As this one played across another post. Make that 17 here this evening. I think this is a little bit of target practice. 17 posts as the period comes to a close. And that will do it for the second. So a 6-2 score as we head into the second intermission. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Don't go anywhere. And we are back to the action here for period number 3. My name is Carl Pascal. Thank you for joining us here between TopLine Hockey and the Team Goose Foundation. You're watching the Jersey Pro League live here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. Back here for the final period, potentially here, of night one of the Pro Division action here in the JPL for the 2026 season. We had night one of the Club Division yesterday, and here for night two overall of the JPL this summer. But the first night for the Pro Division, it's been a good one so far. 6-2 the score. TopLine Hockey over the Team Goose Foundation here so far in this one as we get ready. And into this third period here with 14-12 left to go in it. Shots currently 29-11 as this puck is lofted back out. Played across here for TLH. They'll re-enter the zone. Trying to fly in quickly. Pass forward. Backdoor. That one knocked away. Able to hold on to the puck here. Looking for some chances as Ross will play that one off to the high circle. Centering feed. No one home. Bounces back away here for Zamovac. As it's taken back here by Team Goose as Pendy through the legs move, trying to cut around, looking for a centering feed. No one there. Now it's Ross with it. 1-on-2 trying to fly in. Ross, power move, tried to get that shot off. It's stopped by Osgun. Puck into the boards. It's Van Tassel, quickly taken through the legs move, stopped again. Ross tried to go through the legs himself, just like Lucas Zamovac did earlier. As Lonergan trying to play that puck away into the wall. Calafiore into the boards. Lofted back out. Finds Van Tassel. Played forward. Bouncing puck there. Looking for Campo. Van Tassel will drive it in again as they come together. Played across for Lonergan. Lonergan working his way into the zone. Trying to split the defense, can't do so. Campominosi will hold on to this here. Campominosi forward, looking to cut his way around. Into the boards, taken back aside by TopLine. It finds Parker. Parker flying in, trying to get around with some speed. Looking for an option. Has to go to the point. Walking in, Zamovac fire, stopped by Osgun again. Back to the point. Circling around here, trying to find an option. Pass down low. Kept here by Zamovac. Has to lay that one back off to the point. Did that come out? Indeed it did. And we'll get an offside call here on TopLine. Zamovac with this. Tried to play that down low. Couldn't find an option as this one bounces back away. Here for TGF. Pass forward there from Fortescue. Couldn't connect on that feed as it finds Pendy. His shot blocked away by Moore. Trying to go the other way. Here comes TLH. Campominosi on the back check, knocks that one aside as it finds Parker. Parker cycles around. Keeps it from Pendy. Plays it across. To the point again. TopLine with it. Puck down low, back to Parker. Quick shot stopped away there by Osgun. As it's played across to the opposite side. Here comes Fortescue. Quick shot on goal, stopped away. Rebound chance there, doesn't go. Another look, walking in, stopped there with the paddle there by Moore. Good save there on Heckel. As it's played across. Walking in, another chance, big glove save there by Osgun. Off the draw, Zimovek trying to hold on to that, couldn't do so. Bounces back out here for Rafael Campo. As TLH working through to the backdoor. Rebound chance was there, just couldn't get it on target with 10 to play here in the third period. Campo with it again. Saucer pass across, working through. That was Coxis just going to get that shot off. As another one in on goal. Stick went flying there. Couldn't see who that was. As Campo took that shot. As Calafiore goes back up to the point. Pass from the blue line meant for Van Tassel. Skips away as it's picked up and played across. There by Ryan Lahar. Sent to the other side. Finds Fortescue. Fortescue, turnaround move, looking for an option. Had to cut aside. Centering pass, broken up there by TLH in their own zone. Here comes Lonergan. 4-on-2. If TopLine can hurry, Lonergan with it. Plays it across to Parker. Parker centering. That one blocked away. Rebound chance stopped by Osgun there on Zimovek. Off the draw, bouncing puck taken away here. Fortescue with this now. Puck down low for Pendy. Pendy into the wall. Fortescue over to help him, looking for some options. Back to Pendy. Pendy centering pass. That one knocked in on Cage. Driving into the corner, bouncing puck. Collected back here by Van Tassel with 8:28 to go here in the game. Played across Campominosi there. Rebound chance in front for Pendy, but diving on top goes Moore. Off the straw, it's taken here by TopLine as they'll send this one around the wall. Looking for an option, trying to hold on to this. It bounces aside into the corner. Centering pass meant there. That one doesn't go. Trying to find another option. It's taken back here by Team Goose. As down to the ice there. When Toscos went down pretty hard there. Gets right back up. No worse for wear. Got a little bit tangled up there. As it's tipped in here by Calafiore. Calafiore centering pass one time or more. Got two saves there as it bounces back out the other way. Ross able to steer this one out. Ross can't handle that one. Bouncing puck hops aside. TopLine with it again. They'll cut around. Trying to drive on through. Looking in. I'll go to the backhand. It's stopped by Osgun. Shots 38-19 in favor of TopLine Hockey. As this faceoff one back up here for TopLine. Lonergan with it at the point. He'll snap that across. Shot towards the cage. That one trickles wide. As it's kept here by Zimovek. Gets pickpocketed. Back out the other way. Here comes Fortescue flying into the zone. His shot stopped by Moore. Zimovek, beautiful move to keep that puck. Tries to go the other direction here. Quickly into the zone. Cuts around, looking a turnaround pass. Did that puck go in? It doesn't look like it. I think Osgun might have got a piece of that. As it looked like he's going to try and get back up to his feet here. Might have caught a little bit of a skate there into the pad or the hip. As we'll take another look at this here. There's some big speed coming into the zone here from Zamovac. He cut around, tried to play this pass back, and that puck does not look like it went in. And Osgun seems no worse for wear. As this pass played away, glove down there by Team Goose for a moment. Kept back here by Lonergan. Lonergan across. Finds Zamovac again. Back up to Lonergan. Lonergan drop pass, finds it to Parker. Parker fires, stopped away there. Big pad save. Rebound chance, another one by Osgun. Pass across, looking into the zone. Here comes Pendy. Pendy fires, that one stopped by Moore. Now Parker the other way again. Parker in on goal, trying to go top shelf. He's shut down there by Osgun. As Pendy will get back on it. Quickly into the zone. Campo fires, that one steered away. Lonergan drop pass off through the legs. 5:45 left to go here in the third period. As this pass across to the back door, no one home. Picked back up here by Coxis. Across, Campo there. He fires, stop. Coxis on the doorstep. Big pass saved by Moore. Stretched out with a blocker to make that one. TopLine will pick this puck back up again and drive the other direction here. Centering pass across, no one there to connect on it. Played off again, looking for an option. Trying to find a shooting lane as that one skips towards the cage, just knocked away at the doorstep. Parker trying to jam at that one. Skipped through and they score. And it is 7-2 in favor of TopLine. So 7-2 the score, as this one just got tapped in front after a scramble at the front of the crease. Here with 4:49 left to go. As this puck sent forward here. Working into the zone. Played back up to the point. Campominosi fires one long range. Somehow that got through the traffic in front, and it's knocked down by Moore. Face-off one here by TLH. Sending it into the TGF end. As it's lofted back out to the neutral zone. TopLine able to keep it for now. Ross will send that one forward quickly for Zamovac, looking for an option. Cutting to the backhand, he scores! Beautiful finish from Marko Zamovac. Beautiful finish here from Zamovac on this drive on in. Beautiful move to the backhand and a perfect finish there. And he makes it 8-2 with 4 minutes left to go here in this third period. Shots now 43-24 in favor of TopLine. Lonergan with it now, sends a beautiful stretch pass forward looking for Zamovac. Just bounced away from him. As this pass finds its way forward. And that one skips hard off the paddle there of Moore on that shot from Calafiore. Back up to the point, Campominosi. His shot hops right off the chest of Moore. And he'll just cover up with 3:10 left to go. Looks like the clock might be running here with 3 and change left. Currently 9:50 local time here in the Garden State, as we'll get another stoppage here with time winding down. As it's played out of the zone here. Here comes Zamovac again, walking in on goal. That one goes off the post. Make it 18. 2:21 left to go. We went a while without one. A bit of a long stretch without a post. As this one goes down around the cage, kept here by Calafiore. Into the corner for Campo. With 2 minutes left to go, we'll take a little bit of a look ahead to tomorrow. Just one game on the docket for tomorrow, as this pass broken up there by TGF. Just one game tomorrow on Wednesday. For the club division, Synergy Uniforms taking on College Hockey Buzz, set at 7:15. We'll be here. Make sure to stay tuned for all of the action. And as technical director Colton to the left of me says, let's go Knicks. The NBA Finals start tomorrow. Although, I hope you'll be tuned into us instead of the NBA. Either way, Trip Penny will get onto this one with a minute left to go here in the third period. Puck into the corner, kept here by Team Goose. Lonergan taps that away, collected back here by Pendy. Pendy, saucer pass across, stopped there by Moore in transition. Beautiful save there from Daniel Moore. As this faceoff goes all the way back out of the zone here. Back to Heckel. We'll saucer that across over to Van Tassel. Puck kicked aside here at center ice with 8 seconds left to go here in the game. And that will wrap things up here for this one tonight. 8-2 the final. TopLine Hockey defeats Team Goose here in this one to close out night one of the Pro Division here in the JPL 2026 season. And that will wrap things up here for this evening. So 8-2 the final. TopLine defeating the Team Goose Foundation. Final shots 44-26. As we close out the evening here tonight. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow though. Club Division back on the docket tomorrow. Synergy Uniforms versus College Hockey Buzz tomorrow. Their first games of the season tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Set for 7:15 puck drop. So we will see you then. That will wrap things up here for this one this evening. My name is Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon.